What's up, guys? It's Face here, and today we are going to talk about which is better, Voidwaker Treads or Eternal Boots. What do you guys think? I want to know before the video starts. Let's hear it in the comments below. Alright guys, this is kind of a rant today. I wanted to talk about this. I have been wearing Voidwaker Treads for about 30 days straight now. Well, legendary Voidwaker Treads. And before that, I was wearing legendary Eternal Boots exclusively. And I want to say, I have noticed a giant difference after wearing Voidwaker Treads and switching back to Eternal Boots. And the difference is the movement speed. Once I switched back to Eternal Boots, I really felt like I was starting the game all over again. I felt really slow. Right now, I'm wearing Voidwaker Treads. And as you see, both pieces of equipment will have the same HP boost and same base movement speed boost. The excellent skill and the legendary skills will both be different. This one says Apex Species plus 10% movement speed for every 500 monsters killed, max 50%, and then Predator increases proportionate damage against enemies with lower movement speed than you, max 50% as well right there. And I want to say, after wearing these for 30 days and switching back to the Eternal Boots, you can really feel the damage increase from this red legendary skill here. And you can really feel the movement speed increase by the Apex Species skill. However, the one thing that Eternal Boots has going for them is the Trail of Fire. And a lot of people like the Trail of Fire. It's really good against bosses and people can use it strategically. However, it does have its limits. It is a Trail of Fire behind your survivor that disappears after a while. Unlike this Predator skill down here from the Voidwaker Treads that doesn't disappear after a while. The one thing I noticed after wearing Voidwaker Treads for so long is that they will deal more damage to bosses. They are great in Ender's Echo. And I know a lot of people like that Trail of Fire from the Eternal Boots. They say it's great against bosses, and it is, but like I previously said, it is restricted, unlike the Predator skill here. However, Eternal Boots have Voidwaker Treads beat when it comes to removing lasting damage from the ground. As you know, fire will remove puddles of lasting damage from the ground, so Eternal Boots are very effective there. When it's all said and done, they are both great boots, they are both unique, and they both have great skills. But I'm giving Voidwaker Treads the edge. Let's go try them out. Here's the daily challenge, and we are wearing red Voidwaker Treads, spoiled for choice. Skills can be refreshed one time during skill choice. And empowered elite enemy damage and HP doubled. We are now wearing red Voidwaker Treads. Let's grab the soccer ball right there and open up this coin chest. For every 500 enemies we kill, our movement speed will increase. And that can go up to about 50%. So that is actually something I did notice when using the Voidwaker Treads for so long compared to the Eternal Boots. But as you see, there is no Trail of Fire behind us. Here comes an elite at the 30-second mark. Let's face it and get it inside of our black hole right there and kill it. There we go. These mobs are also pretty slow. These pigs are also pretty slow. So Voidwaker Treads might allow us to deal more damage to them, depending on their movement speed. Look at all these mobs right here. I'm seeing crits around 5 million, and here comes the first boss, the Bounce Bloom. Let's run around the Bounce Bloom. I don't want to get hit with these projectiles. Ow, one of them hit me. And we killed them. Can we grab that magnet without opening the chest? Yes, we can. We did it. Look at that. Here's the Exo Bracer. We can grab more Void Power as well, increase the size of the black holes, and here is the lightning emitter. We'll open up this chest for good luck. Let's check it out. And we are going to pull 5 different things here. That is great. Here comes an elite, and as you see, this elite will throw puddles of lasting damage at us. And these puddles of lasting damage can deal damage to us. We are wearing red Voidwaker Treads, but fortunately, we did not get hit. Let's open up this chest, and here is the Supercell. And here is Gloom Nova. Here's Gloom Nova. Here is the Supercell. Check it out. We do have the red tech part equipped. Those shock waves will travel a further distance. Let's grab a 5-star high power bullet. Why not? I'm not sure if they just reworked the skills and equipment in the game. I'm not sure if they were trying to balance things, but previously we were using sports shoes to increase our movement speed and potentially deal more damage. So in theory, if you do increase your movement speed, you can potentially deal more damage to enemies if you are wearing red Voidwaker Treads. So I did use sports shoes. I have used the motion sensor, and it did seem to deal more damage, but it looks like after the update, they did balance some things in the game. Here comes another boss around the 4-minute mark, the Director, one of the hardest bosses to defeat in the game. But we are wearing red Voidwaker Treads. We also have a 4-star drone. Let's go. I'm getting smacked in the face with phones right here, but we got him. Let's go grab this magnet. Here comes another elite, and it's a pig. Where did you go, pig? Where did it go? I have no idea where the pig went. There it is. It finally appeared again. I don't know where it went. Our black holes and our shields keep knocking it around. You got an Exo Bracer. Okay, here is a 5-star durian. I think we can go evolve it now. And we can. There's the Caltrops. We also have the red nanobot tech part equipped. Now the spikes from the Caltrops will inflict bleed. Look at the enemy bleed. I haven't used the Caltrops and the red tech part in quite a while. I forgot how insane it is. We have about 1 minute left. Check out these mobs. I took a lot of damage there. So my health is pretty low. I would like to grab some biofuel and evolve our skills, level up a little bit, get some more health as well. So let's keep on killing the enemies here, and let's keep on pushing through these mobs, killing them and collecting all of this biofuel on the ground. Here's the last boss of the daily challenge, Sapper Worm Beta. Let's go kill him. Sapper Worm Beta is pretty fast. They also launch projectiles everywhere. We took a lot of damage there. Let's go eat some food. I don't want to die just yet, and let's keep on dealing damage. Oh, we're gonna die. We died. Now we have a damage boost and a movement speed boost. We just wiped out the boss right there. Gloom Nova and the soccer ball both did 28%. Gloom Nova had 29.5 billion. The soccer ball 29 billion. Now we are going to use red eternal boots. As you see, they have two skills. The excellent skill says leaves a trail of fire when moving, and the legendary skill says increases fire trail damage and slows enemies. Here is the same daily challenge as before. Let's go. As you see, we have a trail of fire behind us, and this will cause damage as well as slow enemies down. It's pretty good when you have elites and bosses chasing you. It can deal constant damage to them, and you can deal bonus damage to them if you like move around like this in zigzags or in circles. It's also pretty good against mobs, but as you see, the fire will disappear after a while, and you will pretty much just be standing on it, which can actually be a good thing if there is lasting damage. Here comes an elite around the 30-second mark, the 45-second mark. We just killed it in a second. So we have a 5-star RPG and HE fuel. Here's the brick as well. The 1-ton iron is great against mobs. I want to see if I can evo the RPG though. I want to make it into the shark maw gun. We do have the red tech part equipped. When I was wearing red Voidwaker treads around this part, I was doing crits around 5 million. Let's see what we can do with eternal boots. I'm seeing crits of about 2 million right now. Can we get higher? Can we get higher? Here is the bounce bloom. Let's go kill him. Now you will notice that the bounce bloom is a stationary boss, so eternal boots really won't do anything against it. We can just run around it and our fire will not do anything. However, although that boss was stationary, this elite is not, and it will toss puddles of lasting damage at us, which we can burn through using eternal boots. And we killed that elite right away. Let's go grab the shark maw gun right here. We evoed the RPG. There we go. Check it out. We have 2 rockets now. If we were wearing red Voidwaker treads, our movement speed would be faster, but here it's not. However, these enemies do leave puddles of lasting damage on the ground, which we can remove with the fire trails. So that's where eternal boots might be better than Voidwaker treads. We also have no HP right here. We need some. Here's the director boss. Let's go kill them. We are using eternal boots, so if they chase us, we can get them with our fire trail, but they're not going to chase us. Once he tosses his phones, we can get him to run over the fire there, but he's dead. It doesn't really matter. Let's go grab this magnet. Here comes a giant mob and an elite. We are getting surrounded by this elite. We can't really see it. It's inside of our black hole, just shaking right there, and we are going to open up its chest. Sport shoes, fitness guide, high power bullet. We sound like we're up to no good. These mobs are just all over the place, but we can evo the 1-ton iron. Here it is. This will clear them out. Let's see. And there we go. Look at these crits. I'm seeing crits around 7 million. Can we get any higher than that? Let's see. 7 million. Yeah, I'm seeing 7 million there. And here's a magnet up here. We have about 30 seconds left. Let's grab it. And evo void power into Gloom Nova. Here it is. We finally did it. Here is the final boss. Let's go. We are using eternal boots. Will it be easier? Here is Sapper Worm Beta. We can run in front of them, potentially dealing damage to them with our fire trail. So we died there. It's kind of hard to get the Sapper Worm Beta boss to follow our trail of fire without taking damage ourselves. So I'm going to give Voidwaker Treads the edge here on this boss. And there is our second death. We need to wipe this boss out before it wipes us out. Okay, we're finally going to kill this boss. There we go. We finally did it. And the 1-ton iron had 25%, 16.7 billion, followed by the shark maw gun with 13.9 billion. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Before we go, I want to know what you guys think. Do you like red eternal boots better than red Voidwaker Treads? Let's hear it in the comments below. I'm still gonna give Voidwaker Treads the slight edge, but I still want to know what you think, so let's hear it. Smash like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.